answers to, and it will help you.
What else? You use it to plan your topics. Do you use it any other times?
Yeah. We kind of use it for, like, say when we say that we need things to look around us, it's mainly,
it's mainly
we get TASC and...
So what about if you're stuck?
Well, if you could you could just look at the
you could look at the questions.
You could look at what you wanted to do on here, and then you go to here and find it on here.
And then you get the question in your head and try and work out the answer.
With the things here, like
so does it help you with your thinking?
Yes, so when you're thinking.
Yes, it helps you with your thinking.
Because it's actually the questions that you might need to answer, not exactly the answers. Because you need to think sometimes for yourself.
So it doesn't tell you the answer, but it helps you think it yourself.
It like tells you a question,
and it's not too easy, so it just tells you the answer.
We're not going to see your nice face if you don't keep your papers down. So, do you always look at the wheel or have a wheel with you, or do you know the layout of the wheel now?
I think that we should have a wheel always with us to help us.
Yeah, so you have a miniature one.
Like we had on our books.
Yes, like just the size
and you
of
find
this.
that useful?
Yes.
To be able to see it.
So
what do you think of the wheel?
I think it's good because
it'll just help you.
Yes,
it
can help you at any stages and any age you want.
So it's useful for everyone, you think?
Yeah, because like if somebody didn't know like the learning muscles, because if somebody hadn't seen them before, they could look at this and it like because if it reminds them.
So do you think the learning skills that we use in the rainbow and the TASC wheel, do they fit together or not?
I think
this is because this is like the questions and that's like the pictures of
because learning skills, they're just like things like curiosities and cat. Well, this actually gets you because it gives you questions of what you can do to sort the problem out. While the learning skills, you just use them. With task.
So do you think you use the skills to help you with your thinking with your task wheel?
You'll have to.
Do you think the task wheel is perfect, or do you think it could be different?
It could make it a little bit better, but
give it a freedom.
How would you change it then, do you think?
I would make it so... I'll just I
know you've got some paper there, so you've been thinking about it, and you've got some drawings.
So I think it might see if it was stepping down.
And then it is 3D.
So you think it would be better to be more 3D?
Yes.
Right. So what else? So you think it would be better to be 3D. How else do you think you would change it?
I think if we had steps down it, your thinking goes down because it can't go up. So your thinking has to go down.
So let's say that could be like just 3D, and then you've got a hole going
and your learning will go all the way
once you've got to there, it goes all the way around.
Let me just check I understand what you mean. So you mean, Perry, that the outside layer of the wheel would come underneath and into the middle and back up.
Then you think of
so there's
what
a hole there and it goes up just there.
So with this, I thought that perhaps your thinking goes round in a circle and then it comes back to the beginning.
And
then so you think your thinking can go round like this?
Yes, but then it can go down.
But do you mean it can go down or it can spread out, or?
It can spread out, so you're all stuck there, and then it just spreads out until you get so close to the end that it comes all the way back in, and that's probably when your work's been finished because you're thinking just
and then you
out.
think of what you've been doing.
So your thinking never stops, so it can go round this way is what you mean, but it can also go under the ideas and come up through the middle.
Yes.
Gosh, that's a complicated thing to think of, isn't it? So I just need to get this in my mind, sort of what you mean. So do you like this bit in the middle?
Yes.
So you said there was different steps. So what would you have on each different
We could
step of the wheel?
like this could be where you talk about what you do, this could be like
That could be
how you're
planning.
going to plan it
That would
and what
be-
you're going to do, and that's how you're going actually doing it. And
So whereas you have been using the wheel for quite a long time, do you think you're expert thinkers now?
oh, I'm not sure.
Do you think you're quite good at thinking and
Quite
learning?
good, but not exactly.
So where would you work on the wheel?
We'd probably be
I normally
mainly
use-
outside.
I normally use this one actually.
So you use this
I
wheel
use it
sometimes, you
Yeah,
think?
but
But sometimes you might use...
I use this one most of the time.
I
use
use
this one. But
So
that just
what
gives
would
you
be on
ideas.
this layer, this second layer?
Probably
So is it different ideas from here or similar ideas that just get
similar,
harder?
but it
Yes,
gets
it do
harder
really,
and
because
harder.
what it just spreads out. So you've got here, you've got just
It's like
yes, it's just the questions, and then it just gets harder
the questions
Yeah,
get
but
harder
apart
if you
from
want to
what
think
people-
more,
thinking until it gets to here where it's asking you a few questions.
and then
So
you'll learn
as you're
more about that.
thinking more and more, and you become a better thinker, you would move to perhaps a different layer on the wheel.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yes.
And then
so
when
you
you
start
finish
off in the
it
middle.
all, you'll
you're
go
thinking
down
bunched
underneath
up
and
and it spreads
start
out.
again.
Yes.
Right, so Perry just said
We're
you
not-
start off with your thinking bunched up and then it spreads out as you get to the
Yeah.
outside. But
And then
sometimes you
there's-
always...
come back to the
Yes,
beginning.
that's probably when you finish
When
your
you,
work. Or
and then
sometimes
you
if haven't
remember
spread it out
what
so
you've
much,
been
you just
doing.
put it back into the middle.
Yeah,
and
it
then you
goes
remember.
bunched up, spreads out, and then comes back into the middle. Comes back all bunched
I'm
up.
amazed because you only had a little time to think about this and you've come up with so many good ideas that I hadn't even thought of. So what would be in the middle here?
Probably
hole.
like a
A hole.
little hole
You think
where
this should...
your learning will go through.
Yes.
Ah, so when it comes underneath. So
Yeah.
it would almost be like a sort of a cushion, wouldn't it? Almost. So as your
But it
thinking
helps
can't
with
fall
it.
off the edge, it would sort of curve underneath and come up through the middle. Gosh.
But it wouldn't be a wheel then.
It wouldn't
It would
look
have to
like
be
a
a
wheel.
flat,
Perhaps we'd have to
but
think of another name. What would you call it then, do you think?
The wobbly
A
thing.
hemisphere.
Yes, it has.
Could be.
Yeah, it goes.
Do you think it would be quite interesting if we could make one, wouldn't it? I'd love to see what
Yes.
your ideas. What sort of colours do you think you would choose?
I think
Probably
a red, a dark red,
and
I
then
think
light
comes
lighter
silver.
out.
Yeah, it comes
I thought
like
you choose bronze, silver,
Why
and
would
gold.
Daniel, you were saying having red and oranges and pinks, perhaps out to yellow. Why would you have yellow around the outside, do you think?
'cause this could be like the bit where it's not as hard as the bits in the middle. So this would like
So this is the brilliant thinking.
yeah, this is yeah. I mean, this is like the dark red, which this is for like the harder thinkers.
So
and like this is for like the middle thinkers. So this would be like a.
but I mean like
dark
it'll
orange
get
colour.
lighter outside
and
and
this
this
will
will
be
get
like
harder.
Right finger.
So it gets lighter outside because you're thinking harder.
Let's just have a look. So
And
you
you
think
get
it would get
darker.
lighter as it comes out. because
Yeah.
You enjoy thinking
Mm.
and you find it a bit easier and you're thinking brilliantly. And perhaps spreading that just like,
Spreading it out so you can think a bit.
perhaps like the sun would shine. Perry, you had a different idea, didn't you? What was your idea? You
That's
said about bronze.
yeah. So you could have a certificate. So if you done bronze, so you've done bronze, silver, and gold. Gold could be the outside layer
Where you're
because
expert.
yes, you're
Expert
expert.
thinkers and
Silver's
learners.
when you're just in between, and
Bronze when you've only started.
Yes.
Yeah, so you get certificates once you've done your bronze thinking, silver thinking.
Well, not really
and gold.
certificates, but it's like
Oh, well
So
done.
do you think that because you're quite little, that you would only be bronze thinkers, or do you think you've learned to think
I
really
think
well and
we
you've moved
might
on
be
a bit?
silver.
No, I think I'd be about
Gold.
bronze. Yeah, gold. Probably.
I'll
Do you think you're
probably be
really good
silver.
thinkers?
Goldy silver.
Do you know, I am so proud of you. You've come up with so many ideas. That was fantastic. Anything else you want to add? You've thought of, or is this all that you've talked about?
I think, well, we did talk about in class how we were going to change it.
Before I talk
You talked together.